Alright, what's going on, guys? TheNewEnforcer bringing you a brand new video, and in today's video we have a basically a very big topic in the community right now, and this is going to be a review of the Infinite Warfare beta, because you know, a lot of people care about this beta, a lot of people want it to be good, and people have mixed opinions on the beta so far. So I'm gonna basically be giving my personal review and my personal beliefs on the beta. So basically, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be stating 3 good things about the Infinite Warfare beta and 3 bad things, and then at the end I will be giving my opinion. And of course I'll explain the good reasonings and the bad reasonings, and why I chose if it's a good or a bad game so far by the beta. So for our first good thing, we have good weapon balancing. Now I'm not talking about the variants at all, I'm just talking about the base weapons. The base weapons have very good balancing, because before people were getting variants, people were using different guns every single day. There were different guns being used. It wasn't just one gun being used. Sure, there were more popular guns, but the guns that weren't as popular were still just as good as the guns that were more popular. Like the KBR-32 is probably just as good as the NV4, so that's actually really good weapon balancing. That's something that I really liked. Number 2 is bringing back a fun game mode, and also adding a fun game mode as like Infected and Defender. So on day 2 of last weekend's beta, they brought in Infected, and it's a great game mode. Of course, we all love Infected. It first appeared in MW3, and it was in COD Ghost, and it's great to know that it's going to be in Infinite Warfare, because we did miss it in Black Ops 3, which is a mistake in my opinion. They should have put it in Black Ops 3. Would have made a great party game mode. But this this game is basically bringing back Infected, and Defender is in the gameplay that you're watching right now. You can get a ton of kills. The objective is actually pretty hard to play, and it makes it very fun and a very team-based oriented game mode. And the third thing is classic weapons returning. And now, even though that we couldn't use classic weapons in the beta, even the ones that we got to use in the gun game mode and in Infected when we got to use the SPAS 12, it was just great to see those things used again. And I like how they came up with creative new names for them as well, like the McTavish 45 and the S Ravage for the SPAS 12. That's probably my favorite name for the classic weapons that are returning. The S Ravage for the Sandy Ravage. And if you guys don't know about Sandy Ravage, just go look him up on YouTube. He did some crazy things with that SPAS 12. Okay, so those are the 3 good things, and I explained them, of course, but here are the 3 bad things that I have with Infinite Warfare. I don't know what just happened to my voice right there, but number 1 will be weapon variants. Now, to me, weapon variants are such a stupid thing. Everybody hated them in Advanced Warfare, so what does Infinity War do? They bring them back. Now, I don't understand why they would do that, and instead of making them balanced this time, they were kind of balanced in Advanced Warfare. Some of them were a little bit better than other guns, but I mean, for the most part, they were more balanced, and people didn't complain about them as much. But in this game, using a variant is always better than using a regular gun, and that is almost unacceptable when it comes to a Call of Duty game, because a Call of Duty game, this isn't like Destiny. So we need those guns that are good by themselves, that shouldn't need variants to be good. And I'm really hoping that they do that with the classic weapons, that they make them good enough to where that they don't have variants. Because of course they're not going to have variants, but now that they don't have variants, how good are they going to be? So that's my problem with weapon variants. Not that they're pay to win or nothing, because we don't know if they're going to be paid for supply drops, even though you probably will be able to buy supply drops day 1. But yeah, that's it right there. And for our second terrible thing about Infinite Warfare, we have terrible weapon creativity with the Widowmaker and the Rack 9. Now, you guys might not have unlocked the Rack 9, but it is basically a reskin of the S Ravage or the SPAS 12. They absolutely did nothing except for change the color of the weapon. And even the stats are very, very similar to the SPAS 12 or the S Ravage, and that is unacceptable when it comes to a Call of Duty game. When we come to a Call of Duty game, we expect different weapons, different creative weapons like they have done in the past, and this game literally has 2 of the same weapon. Now, the Widowmaker is a little bit of a stretch, but it's very similar to the intervention, and that is why I put it on there. But if you guys even saw that, you'd be just as mad as I am. So yeah. And finally, for our last reason, we have overpowered rigs / rigs should be taken out of the game. Now this is a very big topic right now when it comes to Infinite Warfare, that the rigs are absolutely ridiculous. You've got the one that won't let you regen health for 5 seconds, you've got ping, you've got man-at-arms that gives you full weapon ammo, and then you've got the specialist weapons like the Hive, the Eraser, or aka what Prestigious Key called it, the Cheeto Dust Gun. You've got the Equalizer, you've got all of these ridiculous weapons that these rigs are able to use. And the abilities, you don't choose from one or the other, you just use one. If you just use like a rig ability, then it would be fine, but no. You can use the rig weapon and the rig ability, which is absolutely ridiculous. They should not allow that in a Call of Duty game. Again, I gotta bring it up. This isn't Destiny. If I wanted to do that, I would play Destiny. This isn't Destiny. To me, Black Ops 3 wasn't a lot like Destiny because you had more to choose from than you do in Destiny. But now, in this game, you get 2 things for free, which is absolutely ridiculous. And as I said, I'm not knocking Destiny. Destiny is an amazing game. But to me, this Call of Duty isn't Destiny, and it shouldn't be trying to do what Destiny does with the specialist weapons that they have. So basically, those are my 3 good things and 3 bad things. So now let me hop into my opinion of the Infinite Warfare beta. Now my Infinite Warfare beta opinion is that, well, I'll rank it out of 10. I give this beta a 5 out of 10. The first weekend, it was absolutely amazing. The first weekend, if they would have left it at that, I would have given it probably like an 8, or maybe even like a 7.5 out of 10. But since they had the second weekend, I realized all of the terrible things that they've done with this game, especially with that little creativity part. When the game actually comes out, I will make a video comparing the Rack 9 and the S-Ravage or the Spas 12. And you guys will see all of the terrible creativity. They also have a submachine gun that's a lot like the McTavish 45 or the UMP 45, and I will make a video on that as well. So you guys will see how little creativity went into this game. So basically that is my rating on the Infinite Warfare beta. Let me know down in the comment section below your rating on the Infinite Warfare beta. I know it'll probably be pretty similar to mine, or maybe you guys really enjoyed this beta. As I said, if they would have just left it at the first weekend, I would have really enjoyed the beta, but being able to play it that second weekend opened my eyes to the terrible things and the little amount of creativity that Infinity Ward even put into this game. And I just can't wait till we get boots on the ground. I can't wait for COD 4 Remastered, really. So basically, as I said, answer that question, what is your rating of the Infinite Warfare beta? And that's all I have to say for this video. So this has been the New Enforcer. Leave a like and possibly subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys in the next